Hi, I'm Kathleen Tran, and welcome to the talk show. Today, I'm here to discuss a very prevalent topic, something that's had its fair share of controversy, something that you may be consuming as I speak. We're talking about GMOs, aka genetically modified organisms, specifically the food you may be eating. We're here to get to the truth about GMOs. Today, I've invited three special guests. First, we have Dr. Amy Sanabra, who specializes in agricultural science. Then we have Dr. Yurixa Gutierrez, who has been studying oncology. And then we have lifestyle influencer and eco-activist Nina Sendra. So to start our discussion, what exactly are GMOs?
A genetically modified organism is any organism whose genetic material, DNA, has been altered using genetic engineering techniques. This can be seen in plants, animals, and bacteria.
Okay, so I've heard that GMOs have been negatively impacting the environment. Can you elaborate on this?
Many people believe that GMOs have a negative impact on the environment, but the truth is that the technology used to produce genetically modified crops has reduced pesticide use and greenhouse gas emissions. According to the meta-analysis on the impacts of GM crops, GM technology has reduced chemical pesticide use by 37%. Crop biotechnology has significantly reduced agricultural greenhouse gas emissions by helping farmers adopt more sustainable practices such as reduced tillage, which decreases the burning of fossil fuels and retains more carbon in the soil.
So I understand that GMOs don't affect the environment, but what about damaging us? I know that GMOs have mutations in their genes, so can that bring mutations in our genes, maybe cause something like cancer?
Well, GMOs do not prevent nor cause cancer. Cancer is a disease where cells proliferate abnormally, so the Bt protein and the enzymes used in GMOs do not affect the cellular changes of the human body like cancer does. These cells show changes associated with stress that sometimes include abnormal growth. But it is important to remember that cells in a petri dish do not behave like cells in the body. There is no reliable evidence that genes in a genetically modified organism cause the same changes in a living organism. With that being said, GMOs have been out in the market for over 20 years, and there have not been any cases that prove that they are the cause of cancer.
All right, we've heard a lot of good things about GMOs, but for people who are still skeptical about it, they can follow Nina's advice on living a non-GMO life. So part of my work is encouraging younger generations to live a healthy lifestyle, including the way that we eat. So I always encourage people to stay natural, even in the food that we eat. And some non-GMO alternatives that I always say are going for organic foods. And most of organic foods are grown without the use of herbicides and pesticides that may contain genetically modified organisms. And one easy way that you can check that your food is always organic is to look for the USDA organic non-GMO label on it. And another alternative that goes hand in hand with this one is to cook your own food. This will help you avoid GMOs that you may otherwise eat at restaurants, because it's really hard to know if the food that you eat at restaurants has genetically modified organisms in them. In conclusion, GMOs are in a gray area. It's hard to say if they're good or bad. But you have the ability to get educated on what GMOs are, and you have the ability to check your products and have control over what you're consuming. I hope this conversation with our special guests enlightened you on what GMOs are and how they affect you. That's all the time we have for today, so we'll see you next time on The Talk Show.